Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comment, our opinion about the video we watch constructively as we watch this video, my people.
You might not like what I'm about to say in this video, but I don't really care. At this point, I don't care. I seriously do not care. I want to ask you guys, this conflict happening in IPOB, have you asked yourself, how is it affecting Nnamdi Kanu? How is Nnamdi Kanu taking these conflicts that most of you do not care about? How is this thing affecting somebody who has created this legacy for years? You want to destroy it. I want to ask you, you love Nnamdi Kanu. You love him so much. You are a Biafran supporter, but you don't care what this thing, how it may be affecting him, especially now. Nobody. The DOS is telling us that we should not listen to Samuel Ekpa. But Samuel Ekpa is a criminal, he's a dude, he's a this, he's a that, he got everything. And Samuel Ekpa is telling us, the DOS sold Nnamdi Kanu, we have this thing. At this point, that Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS custody. The only thing we could have done for him is our standing together in unity. Nothing. The DOS want to tell us we should not listen to Samuel Ekpa. Samuel Ekpa is telling us the DOS. And most of us are becoming so foolish that we can't even think. We just want to follow whoever is in our hearts and forget about the consequences. Nnamdi Kanu has built this legacy for years. Just right before his eyes, you people are tearing it apart. And you think it is a team of supporting. Either we like it or not, millions support DOS. Why millions also support Samuel Ekpa? If you like, you take this. It is, you cannot say Samuel Ekpa doesn't have supporter. Neither will you say the DOS doesn't have supporters. IPOB is divided. No matter how the division is or what the division, the consequences of the division is what I am trying to bring out today. Have you sat down and ask yourself this? How is this thing affecting Nnamdi Kanu? How do you think Nnamdi Kanu is supporting anybody as at now? This is his legacy. You are tearing it apart. Before Samuel Ekpa became this power intoxicator, he been intoxicated with this power, with the kind of follower he has, with the kind of followership he has. He's not doing too much. But even if we want to point at that now, how did this thing started? How did this conflict started? With due respect, the DOS is the leadership of IPOB, yes. But how did you manage? I am directly now talking to the DOS. Directly. With due respect. As the leadership of IPOB, that we have the supreme leader being kidnapped at that moment. What was the thing that the DOS did? We got the news. Let us start from the beginning. Because you cannot say after a reaction, you forget about the action that brought a reaction. This, when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, was kidnapped, sorry, we had the news. I don't know where it came from. We got the news that Samuel Ekpa should take over Radio Biafra. Allegedly. So it is not a must that he should take it. To me, if I was among the DOS, I would have thought of any other way without bringing up so much big consequences like this. That is why I'm going to bring it down, because there was an action before this reaction that affected everything in IPOB. Samuel, yes, if you do not want Samuel Ekpa at that point to speak on Radio Biafra or to broadcast on Radio Biafra, you should have shut him down, period. Nobody would have had anything. But the DOS started. This is not about supporting anybody. Both DOS and Samuel Ekpa, these two groups doesn't love Nnamdi Kanu. Both the DOS and Samuel Ekpa, you guys are not interested on how Nnamdi Kanu is feeling. I am telling you categorically, I know with what I am seeing that you people do not care. The consequences, or the side effects, or the pains, or what this thing is, what is the effect of this breakup and this nonsense we are doing affecting our supreme leader. Especially at this point that he needs us, he needs our unity, he needs our power, he needs our voice, he needs us. But instead of DOS to shut Samuel Ekpa down by being silent and telling him sorry, we can't allow it. When you say sorry, we can't allow it, it is done. But the DOS opened Radio Biafra, and so many people were talking about Samuel Ekpa. This thing lasted more than almost 2 months before I started listening about this Ekpa, about this case of Ekpa, because it was the only reason. And to be sincere, at that point, Samuel Ekpa was totally mute. He didn't say anything. He was not directing any words. He used a criminal sense. When I say somebody used a criminal sense, Samuel Ekpa used a criminal sense. Why? Because he was mute. He did not reply. And that is what gave him platforms. This big platform that you are seeing. You might not even know the consequences of what you are doing as DOS, giving people that platform to talk about somebody. Yes, I have listened to many times where people call Radio Biafra and was complaining bitterly about Samuel Ekpa. And at that time that Nnamdi Kanu was captured, Samuel Ekpa, even before he was captured, Samuel Ekpa was like a glowing media person that everybody liked. His broadcast was accepted. We loved him. Even Nnamdi Kanu loved him. He gave him series of interview. He gave him time of interview. At that time, it was too risky to do anything against Samuel Ekpa. But you people ignored it. You gave Samuel Ekpa so much power. And let me tell you something that you don't know. DOS, I am directing this to you because it hurts my heart that most of you do not even care about these consequences. Most of the people who followed Mazi Ekpa did not follow him because they accepted Ekpa to DOS, or they preferred Ekpa to DOS. No. People did not follow Ekpa or support Ekpa because they feel he's the right person. No. People did not follow Ekpa because they feel he's superior to the DOS. No. People followed Ekpa because they felt what was done to Ekpa was wrong. Samuel Ekpa was silent, he got his platform so massive. Because at that point, people were in pains. People were frightened. The situation of IPOB was so... Our leader was arrested. We needed something. People wanted to clear their head up. People wanted to know what is the next thing we are going to do. People are frustrated. Then you created a big platform for Samuel Ekpa. With your action, you created a big platform for Samuel Ekpa. And most of you, the supporters of DOS and supporters of Ekpa, yeah, we cannot work with the DOS. The DOS, they are criminals. The DOS are the ones who sold this. That is what Samuel Ekpa is saying. So you want to tell me now that DOS, am I that foolish that the DOS sold out our supreme leader? How do you know? How even everybody was shocked at that particular moment when he was kidnapped. And the DOS want to tell me that Samuel Ekpa is a criminal. That Samuel Ekpa, just because we had allegedly that he should take over, he should broadcast on Radio Biafra. Immediately, the accusation of Samuel Ekpa being a criminal, people started following Samuel Ekpa, not because they choose him over DOS, but we are human beings. And we have feelings. No. We are humans. And sometimes we do things maybe out of pity. Oh God, what they are doing to Samuel Ekpa is not good. That is how he gained his followers. So much followers. So much followers. He gained so much followers. You built this platform for him. You think maybe what you are doing will not have effect. I remember the first time I had this thing, I made a video. I said, this is very wrong. You are giving this guy a very big... You are giving him a mandate. You are giving him a platform. Apart from the fact that people liked his broadcast at first, you are making people know that no, what the OS is doing. And when our feelings start affecting our judge, like how we feel, start affecting what is actually because you cannot tell me anybody who says is an IPOB or he loves Nnamdi Kanu, but doesn't love Samuel Ekpa. When Samuel Ekpa was broadcasting, that is before the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. So anybody who said he doesn't love Samuel Ekpa, when he started broadcast, maybe that person is jealous. Everybody in IPOB, anybody who is a true freedom fighter, loved Samuel Ekpa. Let me tell you something that most of us always ignore in anything we do. Because this thing I am saying it because you don't even know how this thing is affecting Nnamdi Kanu mentally. The IPOB he left just within few days of his kidnap. IPOB, and most of you, we cannot work with Ekpa. We cannot work with the DOS. And you think Nnamdi Kanu is enjoying this? In a legacy he has been building for years? You are not interested? You feel Nnamdi Kanu will accept? IPOB is the largest, like a largest group. He created this massive group, and you people are tearing it apart, and you think he's just comfortable. He's there being comfortable. Yes, I think the DOS is right, or maybe yes, I think no, he's not taking it that way. In case you people do not know, this thing is affecting him mentally. I don't need him to tell me. We are all human. So the DOS started this particular issue until Samuel Ekpa started abusing his kind of power that he thought that he has. Samuel Ekpa has completely, when they say somebody is abusing something, he's abusing the followership. And most people, just because their heart was with Samuel Ekpa during that time, they even still did not know that this is wrong. And even as at today, most people who who still support the DOS doesn't know that what the DOS also did was extremely wrong. If it was you as a supreme leader, would you have done the same thing? I remember when Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo had problem. Nnamdi Kanu, because he was the supreme leader of IPOB, he didn't say a word about it. Uche Mefo left and was saying everything. People were trying to hear from Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know why he was silent? He was silent because whatever he started saying against Uche Mefo, people will judge by their feelings. But Uche Mefo tried. When Nnamdi Kanu was in prison that time, Uche Mefo was there. Uche Mefo has been broadcasting radio Biafra. People started following him, not because they love Uche Mefo more than Nnamdi Kanu, but they will follow Uche Mefo because they feel pity for him. They feel, why would Nnamdi Kanu do like that? But he was so careful. He didn't let this thing. He didn't let, because he knew, which is Nnamdi Kanu, knew that if he starts attacking Uche Mefo, people will go out of pity. Some. If you think having this large group, massive group as IPOB was easy, go and create Facebook page and start to get followers. Go and create Instagram and just start with your family member. Let us see how many likes you will have. Not alone. Nnamdi Kanu created a legacy, created a mass movement where millions of people are supporting him. And what the DOS and Samuel Ekpa is doing is just fighting for rights of because that is what they are doing. The DOS and Ekpa, they are just fighting for, let me say, the right of leadership. Nothing more. The DOS wants to show Samuel Ekpa that we are the leaders of IPOB. Whatever we say stands. Yes. Not for the interest of Nnamdi Kanu. No, you can't tell me that. Because if it was the interest of Nnamdi Kanu, you wouldn't have done anything that was going to affect his group. You are not going to do anything that is going to break up his group. And if Samuel Ekpa also was doing this because of Nnamdi Kanu, he wouldn't have even started the so-called so many things he has been doing. He would have respected his legacy. At the same time, he would have also told people who support him and showed them appreciation and said, no, please listen to the DOS. They are the leadership of IPOB. We will have our scores settled when the supreme leader is. But now let us work together. But no, nobody wants to work together. Everybody wants to scatter. You are scattering a group that you didn't create. You are scattering, I don't even know. It is affecting me personally, and I know it's affecting Nnamdi Kanu. I am telling you now that what we are doing in IPOB, this division, or are you going to tell me now that those who are supporting Samuel Ekpa are not true IPOB before? They are not a real IPOB before? Do you know how many millions are supporting him? Or do you want to tell me that those who are supporting the DOS, they are not original IPOB members or who love? No, they are not. Everybody is just following their heart. Nobody is interested in what Nnamdi Kanu is facing. Not just about the kidnap, but what is affecting him mentally. Like, so IPOB now have two groups. What is happening? Do you know how it's affecting him? Nobody cares. Either the DOS and Samuel Ekpa, nobody cares. And I also have the last word I'm going to say to the brother of Nnamdi Kanu. I know it's your brother's legacy. I know you might not want to say anything, or you don't want to say anything that might affect the DOS, neither affect Rmmer or affect anything IPOB. But right before your eyes, your brother's legacy is tearing apart. Forget about us. Most of us who comes to Facebook and do so many things, we go back home, stay with our families. After so much broadcast, after so much thing, we go to work. We go back, we protect our own legacies in different areas of our lives. We go to job, we go to our works, we go to our workplace, our marketplace, and we come back, and we rant, we tell people who we support what we think is right without any help. How it is affecting Nnamdi Kanu is none of most of us business. I want you to know that if there's anything you can do now, before this thing gets out, it has gotten out of hand, but there's still a way that this thing can be resolved. I don't care. Nobody can tell me. You cannot tell me that the DOS are criminal. I'm not foolish. You cannot tell me the DOS sold that Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not stupid. You cannot tell me something to make me hate the DOS. I'm not that kind of person who fall easily to foolishness. And you cannot also tell me that Rmmer is a this, he is a that. I know Rmmer is doing too much abuse recently. But before then, before he started this power investigation, feeling superior, before this Rmmer started this supremacy that he's feeling, Rmmer was a good person for us. He was. I would have accepted anything they talk about Rmmer and just say, yes, I think that is right. But the timing was extremely wrong. And you cannot tell me at that timing, at that particular timing, you are telling me Rmmer was a criminal. A criminal of what? A criminal of what? I'm not that stupid. The only thing I'm scared of, the only thing that hurts my heart, the only thing that affects me is that most of you don't even care how this thing is affecting Nnamdi Kanu. You think he's happy? I see. You think he enjoys it? The DOS tell him, don't worry, we are handling Rmmer the same way. He's not going to. He's his legacy. He created it. It hurts his heart to see some of his people fall apart. To see some of his sons and daughters fall apart. It hurts him. So let's forget about whatever we are feeling and get straight to what we are supposed to do. Our unity is the only thing that will bring joy to him, even if he's facing trials. At this trial time of Nnamdi Kanu, our unity, our togetherness will gladden his heart. I just want to beg the DOS, if you people really love Nnamdi Kanu, and also Samuel Rmmer, and everybody who has fallen apart, and I know there are some people who doesn't support both Samuel Rmmer or the DOS, I want to call us all. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. Ozolanu. Onuzukwanike. Ozolanu. Ozola. Please, I beg you guys, for God's sake, just for the sake of Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.